Never cross a bridge without a gas can. Never know when I wanna watch one burn. Past is something you can look back on. It ain't a place you can return. Well, half the time I ain't sober. Well, the truth is that's half a lie. And these days I ain't getting none, but at least I'm getting by. And I'll be alright as long as I am standing. Pick myself up off this ground. It ain't over till it's over, and this world's still spinning around. I pick tomatoes in the summer, gonna reap just what I sow. I plowed acres of arrogance, that's why I'm always eating crow. Well, I find I'm wrong most often, but I am right from time to time. If I'm gonna take the punishment, I should at least commit the crime. And I'll be alright as long as I am standing. Pick myself up off this ground. 'Cause it ain't over till it's over, and this world's still spinning around. Mistakes are the only way to learn some lessons. Some so painful I just soon forget. I've learned from my share of fuck-ups. That don't mean I'm done fucking up yet. And I'll be alright as long as I am standing. Pick myself up off this ground. 'Cause it ain't over till it's over. I can still go one more round. I'll be right as long as I'm standing. Won't drag my ass up off this ground. 'Cause it ain't over till it's over, and this old world's still spinning round. These hands are made for single, and I don't remember how to mingle, and I wasn't so good at this the last time around. When our eyes met, there was lightning and a tingle, and I talked about music and dogs from the pound. Well, then you had to go, yeah, your kids had taekwondo, and I was off to an academic team game. You blushed and it showed both out of practice, I know, because I almost forgot to get your number and your name. And your days are packed with carpools and snacks, and after work I got math and backpacks. You drive a minivan and got no ring upon your hand, and me, I got 2 kids but no wedding band. Hey, I would like to get to know you, and hey, would you like to get to know me? Well, if we can find the sitters and the time, well, would you let me treat you to a cup of coffee? Would you let me treat you to a cup of coffee? Well, we both like Bob Dylan. I think the Beastie Boys are illin'. And I like the X-Files, but we like Twin Peaks. Well, we both know the names of every princess and villain. And we know which cartoon dogs bark, which ones speak. And hey, I would like to get to know you. And hey, would you like to get to know me? Well, if we can find the cities and the town, well, would you like to join me for a cup of coffee? Would you let me treat you to a cup of coffee? I hope it's understood, I think you're looking good, rocking those acid wash retro blue jeans. I mean no disrespect, I talk more than I should, but when my foot is in my mouth I'm saying just what I mean. And your days are packed with couples and snacks, and after work I got math and backpacks. You drive a minivan and got no ring upon your hand, but me, I got 2 kids and no wedding band. Hey, I would like to get to know you, and hey, would you like to get to know me? Well, if we can find the cities and the town, well, would you like to join me for a cup of coffee? Would you let me treat you to a cup of coffee? You drive a minivan and got no ring upon your hand. I don't belong in the landed gentry. Hell, I don't even own a suit and tie. I can grow a pretty good garden. Come on down to pick strawberries in July. Me and my friends, we've been to jail a few times, but that don't mean we're bad company. I'd rather regret what I did than what I didn't, and that's about as close as I'll get to being free. I know your mama, she don't really like me. She never refills my sweet tea. Friends ain't got a lot of sympathy on account of my loser's biography. My life reads like a loser's biography. Nobody but my mama's ever called me handsome, but she had to cross her fingers when she did. I laugh so I can look a little less lonesome. I just joke to keep my feelings hid. But I know your mama, she don't really like me. She never refills my sweet tea. Your friends ain't got a lot of sympathy on account of my loser's biography. My life reads like a loser's biography. Everyone tells its own story. Girl, it'll cost you if you wanna see my scars. I got something I can give you for free. It's this half-assed poetry I sing out in the bar. But I know your mama, she ain't ever gonna like me. Tell that bitch to keep her sweet tea. Fuck your friends and their lack of sympathy, 'cause I'm damn proud of my loser's biography. It's a mighty fine read, my loser's biography. I got nothing to do on this gray morning but sit here and drink black coffee and think about you. Why petals fall from the neighbor's dogwood, not half as pretty as your eyes are blue. Hillsides shine green, even in the rain, somehow brighter than the orange glow of dawn. One cardinal feather sets all red and wet among the yellow dandelions on my lawn. Spring always seems to paint in pastels, tiny flowers blooming indigo, wild violets covered with teardrops of rain. That swollen brown creek's gonna overflow, and I got nothing to do on this gray morning and sit and drink black coffee and think about you. The wild petals still fall off the neighbor's dogwood, not half as pretty as your eyes are blue. And I got nothing to do on this gray morning and sit and drink black coffee and write a song about you. These hands are made for hammers, not for picking guitar strings, but set me at that anvil and I'll make the bastard ring. Hell ain't got no golden voice, I'm usually off key, but I ain't met the sumbitch yet that can frame a house like me. And I nobody's hero, no one's looking up to me. I'm just a working class zero, and I'm trying to make ends meet. I could solder copper pipe, and I could run the Romex wire, and if you need the insurance money, I could start the fire. I could grow some nice tomatoes, pepper, squash, and beans, and when I was young and wild, I grew the sticky green. I ain't nobody's hero, no one's looking up to me. I'm just a working class zero, and I'm trying to make ends meet. Well, I got 3 exes, maybe 5 or 6 kids, and I work 100 hours a week just to keep off the skids. I've known a lot of strippers, and they always treated me kind. I never had any money, but they never seemed to mind. But I ain't nobody's hero, no one's looking up to me. I'm just a working class zero, and I'm trying to make ends meet. Well, orange ain't the new black. I know I've been to jail. You might as well smile in your mugshot while you're waiting to make bail. Standing barefoot and naked on the cold jailhouse floor, they give you jumpsuit and slippers and not one stitch more. But I ain't nobody's hero, no one's looking up to me. Yeah, I'm just a working class zero, and I'm trying to make ends meet. Are made for hammers, not for picking guitar strings, but set me at that anvil, and I'll make that bastard ring. Hell, I got no golden voice, I'm usually off key, but I ain't met the son bitch yet that could frame a house like me. Ain't nobody's hero, no one's looking up to me. I'm just a working class zero, and I'm trying to make ends meet. These hands were made for hammers, not for picking guitar strings, but set me at that anvil, and I'll make that bastard ring. Maybe falling for you, but it could have been the bourbon, ginger, and the coke. Everything about that night was a little bit unreal. We hula hooped in the rain while you smoked. It's a little hazy the night we closed down the pit house. They danced with the bartenders, we had too many rounds. I may or may not have sang along the Elton John. I think I asked you out, I think you turned me down. smell your perfume. And every cigarette glowing in the rain reminds me of you shining in the gloom. All I can say for sure is you're one hell of a woman, but I'm sure you've heard that line 1,000 times before. You know you can't find me, I'll be drinking at the pit house. If you just need a friend or maybe someone more. Every time I sniff cocaine, I always smell your perfume. And every cigarette glowing in the rain reminds me of you shining in the gloom. And every time I sniff cocaine, I always smell your perfume. And every cigarette glowing in the rain reminds me of you shining in the gloom. And every time I sniff cocaine, I always smell your perfume.